This fucking slaughter is brought to you by Michelob Ultra. It's almost beer, but it's mostly water poured over beer. Or, no, it's fucking water poured over barley, right? It's cheap and it's alright. Alright, getting ready to attack. I got the Germans. Greg's over there behind the fucking monster hill. And, usually it's always the Americans attacking, so we're fucking mixing it up. This time it's the Germans. They've got a pair of balls, and they've actually got some fuel cans with some fuel in it. And they're going to run over these bridges and try to attack this fortified American nightmare. So Greg's got his infantry units up in there. Got a second tier up there full of machine guns and infantry, and then artillery pieces and mortars up top. He's got a little bit of a react force hidden behind the hill there. We'll go over in a little bit. But keeping it simple here. This is the start before it all begins. We're going to have a couple more beers and we're going to get serious. Start pulling some dice. Alright, motherfuckers. Oh, I got, I don't know how many points I have. I'll get back to that later. Fuck it. Alright, I'll see you later. Bye. All right. Here we go. We're crossing both bridges for the fatherland. The turn was... It was a good turn. I got a script here actually take you. Alright, so German infantry originally, the first bit started crossing over this bridge over here. They poured across like freaking rats, trying to get out there and get in front. U.S. medium machine gun team right there said, "Fuck you, you fucking Kraut bastards." Fired down and put a pin marker on this unit crossing the bridge. Greg was going to pivot more medium machine guns over here, but then I started getting fucking deadly accurate with weapons. The the German 152 millimeter howitzer fired and landed on that infantry squad there, the regular infantry squad. They went down. So they would have lost 4 guys. They lost 2. They took a fuckload of pins. They got 5 pins, and in response, where is that bastard? American officer hauling ass down the hill. He's going to try to play a Home Alone video for them and get them feeling better, raise their spirits. So not quite there yet. Next, German mortar. Both these mortars opened up. The first mortar nailed the American other 30 cal, blasted them to pieces. They tried to go down, but it wouldn't have mattered. It was overkill. And the other mortar fired on that sniper team and missed. Now the American snipers they still hadn't moved yet, so they just pivoted a little bit, and now there's no zero in on them, so they're doing just fine. Had a lot of disappointment. All of his artillery, some of it fired direct, some fired indirect, and everything missed. I got lucky there. I thought I was going to get splattered. His one regular American infantry squad here, it was about 9 or 10 of the guys were in range, and they fired down and put a pin on these veterans, but no casualties. The big scare of the turn was the King Tiger came off across the bridge and fired at the Pershing that was in hard cover. He missed, and I was like, well, that's the fucking end of the King Tiger. But the Pershing fired and missed back on the King Tiger. So then a lot of German infantry started piling up behind him, and you can see the rest of them coming across. The big winner for the Americans was the Greyhound came flying around the corner, went full auto with his light automatic cannon and his 50 cal. And killed 2 Germans here and put I think 2 pin markers down on these guys. And the rest of it's just people moving up and people moving around. A lot of guys in ambush now in the back row. Greg's trying to keeping his boys and his bazookas just for the end of the world. They're digging in for the apocalypse. And we got a lot of pin markers to clear, and now we'll start getting Tiger fever. We'll start being affected. See how that affects on the Germans, on the Americans now, looking down the barrel of this King Tiger. Greg brought his Rangers up on top of the hill. I fired the Flak 36 at them, and I just put a pin on them. So they did a matrix move and dodged that, but they do have a pin marker on them. And then he moved up his 30 cal on the hill, snipers, officers, medics. He's really making a big push here. Engineers flank to the right. So as the Germans advance, the Americans are saying, fuck that, you're not taking an inch of ground, they're coming out to meet them. So we'll see what happens. I'm thinking the Americans will, the Germans are going to start pushing towards the hill. They're going to be in range of a lot more of this infantry fire. And it's going to get even more ugly and more fun. And we will see you in turn 2. So I gotta get to the top of this bitch in 9 turns. It's gonna be a bitch. If I keep rolling 6s with that dice, I'll be lucky. All right, we'll see you later. Bye. We'll do some panoramic. Just we're only using half the board, so I've got my headquarters set up over here. We'll get some low shots too. So see the Germans running across the bridge, just staring down the gun barrels of those Americans. That's fuck that. And then look about that way. See the Germans advancing across the bridge. Behind the King Tiger, there's the Greyhound. I think it's beautiful. We've only had a couple oops moves. I think we forgot to go down on you, but we went back and corrected that. And then we'll try to get the Tiger figure, not forget that. I think we've forgotten that the last couple games. It's hard to remember that on every single turn.
Get you a top-second shot right here.
And then I'll get one angle for Greg. It's getting kind of warm down here. Are you getting warm?
Yeah.
I'm going to turn the space heaters off, save my power. Let's get a look at low profile. This is my favorite American unit. The Rangers and the Medic. That's my boy right there. They are running right towards a King Tiger. That's some fucking balls right there. These guys are cool too. If we can use one of these flamethrowers this turn, or I mean this game, I will be a super happy person because they're pretty awesome. Greg's a big fan of automatic cannons. Alright, there's your little preview shots. Alright, we'll clean up and get ready for turn 2. Oh shit. Turn 2 is done. Dun 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 dun. We'll do a big screen view. Greg loves the big screens. You will see some explosions out there. The waters look good. Fish are biting. Greg had a little bit of reversal over here. The Rangers pulled back, the officer pulled back. He was everything on the hill, and then he saw the King Tiger coming down the hill. And also the Greyhound was out there too, you'll notice. That did it. The King Tiger fired on the Greyhound. The Greyhound put that shit in reverse like a boss and got
too many shells overhead on the tree.
Got the fuck out of there. The King Tiger did fire off its bow machine gun at the 30 cal team. That's the only one left on the hill, and just was able to put a pin on it. The Pershing and the fired at the Tiger, missed. Greg's had some dice rolling problems early in the game. I brought my Panther up after I advanced some infantry. I fired at the Pershing, missed, so it was a fucking horrible. But then Flak 36 did fire and almost took out the Pershing. Hit it, but and did not even turret damage it, so it was kind of lucky turn there. Greg has advanced down this ravine here with the combat engineers and the sniper team. I put a mortar round on them just to keep them honest. I didn't hit them, but at least I landed up on the hills. I've advanced a lot of infantry up here to get towards the hill. Got a machine gun crew here. Had a second machine gun crew, and Greg zinged him with his, thankfully didn't take him out, but the sniper fired and put a pin on him at least. Had a lot of close near misses, but no kills. Most of his artillery fired on my guys down here. They were rushed up on the wall. I'll go over there in a minute. And missed, but they're all like we're hitting on 5s or 6s next turn. But Greg did fire the last 105 and welcomed the Volksgrenadier to the world and fucking drilled them. Took out, I think, 3 of them, right, Greg?
Yep.
Yeah, 3 Volksgrenadier bit the big one. I think I immediately, the next dice I fired was my 81mm mortar, and I landed around in the middle of his infantry and killed a couple of his guys too. I think 2 or 3 of his. Mostly these guys exchanged fire. We had a really horrible, Greg rolled all kinds of hits with this infantry squad here. I think he had 8 hits and then didn't do a single kill on these infantry here. So he was pissed off. He rolled like all 1s and 2s. It was like fucking Yahtzee. I fired a shitload of bullets, but with the hard cover, I just killed worms. 30 cal killed somebody. So mostly it's going to be over the top. Next turn we're going to see what's going to happen. His officer and bazookas have shifted. He's rallied. These guys are trying to shake off the 5 pins from the direct hit from the 152 last turn. They're shaking it off. Officer will hopefully run down here and get these guys and give a good pat on the ass so they can feel a little better about life. Second wave's really not jealous of the second wave, or the front wave. These guys are mortars have landed on them, artillery's landed on them, everybody's shooting at them. They're having weapon malfunctions, everything's going wrong. And probably going to be some hand-to-hand, which will be fun because I've never done that before. So Greg and I might take a little while on that one. But all the Germans have crossed the bridge on that side. They're stacked up. They've lost a couple guys, but they're mostly intact. Got I think 2 or 3 veterans and a Waffen SS and a regular infantry squad over there. And just the mortars are left on this side of the river over here, along with the 152 and the 88. And last of the combo Pioneers, the last group across. They're right there. These guys have to run right into the middle of these body parts from the Volksgrenadier. They got fucking blasted. But we shall see what happens the next round. All Greg's got left is the 30 cal on top of the hill, but he's probably going to run the Rangers back up again. I'll go over there and take a look from that side, get some more scenic pictures. But it was a long turn 2, but it was a fun turn 2. It could have been a lot more bloody. This guy's got to cross the bridge. Here's all of Greg's. I need 5s and 6s to hit. So if he pulls dice out of the bag, these guys can expect some mail. They're going to get some rounds. They're going to come down, rain down on them. And they're getting close to hand to hand. I'll have to read those rules real quick. It's going to be awesome. And here's just the view on top of Mount Suribachi, whatever the hell this place is. Dogs are pissed off upstairs. They want Greg to roll better. They know he can.
Trying to get my officer to call in some X-Wings.
Yeah. Can't see it the light, but there's one X-Wings and Armada ships up there. We can pull all these guys. I'll give Greg the Napoleonic guys. They can march the muskets onto the battlefield. I'll mow them down with a 50 cal. All right, we'll see you in turn 3. Hopefully the King Tiger does something. So far, not much. And the Panther's done even less. It's pretty. I love it. All right, see ya. Well, we did our, Greg and I's first hand-to-hand. This veteran Grenadier double LMG team came running up the hill after they got hit. They got hit with a mortar first, didn't they? Or they took a howitzer hit or a mortar hit?
Howitzer.
They took a howitzer hit. They lost a couple guys. The officer ran forward and like smacked him in the ass. They charged. They got fucking closing fire. Then they fucking stabbed them. But they're in the end. I think we're down to my whole unit got wiped out. Greg has 2 pins, and I think he lost 5 guys, and I lost everybody. So
about 5 or 6 on a land.
His the
rifles.
The BARs, yeah, the BARs and the submachine gun was brutal. They're all dead. All right, we'll get the rest of turn 3 in a minute, but that was too much fun. Another veteran infantry squad. They couldn't make the charge exactly, so they were able to be just short and then did a wraparound over the wall. This veteran Grenadier squad. But Greg did have 2 squads sitting up here in ambush that I totally forgot about. So they wore them out from 10 guys down to 5. They took 2 pins, but they were still able to finish off the Americans there. Those last 3 guys are dead. These guys are in trouble now, but at least they accomplished the mission. They cut a hole through the front line of the Americans. So we're moving up the hill. Oh shit. We'll see the rest of this turn 3 nightmare. Greg's trying to work the Rangers up the hill here. We'll watch it. He said the breakthrough on turn 3 is the Germans have broken through the first barrier. These guys almost repelled them, but they failed their morale check. They shit themselves. Even with an officer coming up and helping them, they couldn't do it. The Rangers are coming to the rescue. Greg's just trying to do a balancing act going up this cliff face. If he can get them all down, he's in there. Just hope it doesn't fart over there. The wind doesn't blow. Fucking Rangers. Oh, it's like playing fucking Jenga. Go to the right, baby. There you go. This is kind of fun to watch.
Jenga.
Go to the right.
You're hilarious.
Well, that's not going to work. Ah! Go a little bit to the right. Right. Yeah, there you go. Good job, buddy. Oh, God.
Fuck.
Alright.
The Rangers are struggling,
All
boys.
right. Good thing he gets about 15 repeats. He would have lost about 7 guys already falling off the cliff. Ah! 3 guys making the top of the hill.
Ah!
Jesus Christ. Alright, I'll see you in a little bit.
6.
So Greg has lost his ever-living mind. The Greyhound is going out and...
Can he shoot anything?
Yeah.
What can he shoot now?
What do you want to shoot? I wouldn't shoot the King Tiger. It's going to chip the armor.
I'm going to shoot into this bunch of infantry up here.
Yeah, you can do that. I would use the automatic cannon and the 50 cal.
So I am...
Enjoy it while you laugh. Shake it while you got it.
They're in range.
Oh, I'm sure they're in range.
What's the range of that thing?
All right, I'm gonna pause this because my main's kind of my brain's kind of melted. He was behind that hill and he came out here at full speed. He's got his raspberry beret on.
What kind of guns is it? Auto cannons?
Light auto cannons and a 50 cal. I'm looking at the Greyhound.
48 inches.
This tree camouflage isn't gonna help him on this one. King Tiger's
What's
like
the heavy?
shocked.
What's the heavy machine gun?
Well, the Greyhound is still on the map for the time being, but my two tanks haven't gone yet. But he was able to drive out and turn the auto cannon and the 50 cal on the Volksgrenadier squad that was there, and basically he went out with a bang, not a whimper. He mowed them down, and they're dead. So we'll see what happens. He might be the luckiest bastard in the world here, but we'll see. All right. Greg's fucking crazy. I'll see you.
Another mortar.
Panzer Shrek team ends the suicide run of the Greyhound. See, the Germans continue to advance in turn 3. Still not quite done yet. I'll get you a full report at the end. But
Greyhound moved out.
Greyhound went out like a boss.
We moved out and did not see the missile.
All you saw the guy at the end going, "Deuces!" The missile went right through his fucking chest. All right, Rangers are still on the side of the hill, just waiting for this turn to end so they can fucking run some more.
To provide cover fire.
Fucking Rangers running up the hill, MG42 getting ready to fucking waste them down, but nope, they're called in their pizza buddy shot. Sniper. Bam! Shot him right in the fucking face. He's dead. Well then, right after that,
Where are you putting him at?
up the German side, right there, the machine guns. Right after that, the priest put a round right in the middle of my fucking here infantry running up the hill. Landed a fucking round right in their faces. Killed 4 of them. So it's good turns for the Americans that throw. Good little switch there. Alright, turn 3 continues the epic saga. So just when the American sniper was so excited that he wiped out the MG42 team, the German sniper team got into range and put a round right through his fucking face. So he's dead. The other sniper team thought they were badasses too, but they pulled the trigger on this poor bastard here, but they were half an inch out of range, so the bullet just kind of impacted. Wasted shot. Greg's up next. Well, after a bunch of pauses for just fucking absolutely badass combat moments, we handed out like 13 Purple Hearts, 7 Bronze Stars, and a Congressional Medal of Honor to somebody. Maybe an Iron Cross to one of these fucks. Turn 3 comes to a climactic end, finally. I don't even know where to start. I got notes over here. It's fucking crazy. I think it all started over there. The Germans went ass wild after the Americans landed 1 mortar in the middle of them. That was the mortar round. And you saw some earlier clips. The Germans just 4 squads, 5 squads charged up the hill. First squad went up the hill, got fucking annihilated, and then the other... There are 4 left? 1, 2, 3 left. I think there's 3 left. And there's some bits and pieces of them. They've been all shot to shit by the Americans. I probably have like 2.5 squads left, and the officers chilling in the back going, "Y'all are doing great. I'm sitting back here chilling. You guys want some pizza?" So, yeah, Greg did it. I mean, he lost his squad there. He lost his machine gunner. But the rest of it, you know, he's not looking too bad. He felt the sense of urgency, so he got the Rangers to do some mountain climbing. They're running up the hill here. They're probably followed by the engineers soon. They took a direct hit from a mortar round, lost a guy. Rangers lost a guy to machine gun fire. Had a sniper battle. We saw earlier his sniper took out my machine gunner, then my sniper shot his sniper in the face. We had the suicidal Greyhound driver here and killed the Volksgrenadier. for some reason I didn't like this medium machine gunner was left on this hill because I drove both my tanks up and they both fired all their machine guns at him and killed him. Panzerschreck wasted the Greyhound. And the rest of my Germans have just been advancing. His priest fired down and took out these here. And my artillery was pretty much worthless except for that one mortar that drilled the engineers. This is going to turn 4. It's going to be very, very interesting of what's left on the board and what can still fight. I still got a shitload of Germans. It looked like I was going to break through and you felt like this, like I'd won already, but there's still a shitload of Americans up there. They got 2 full squads and a 50 cal. The bazookas are coming down to support the Pershing, which is still alive, against these 2 tanks. And there's still a lot of units on the board. Now, the Rangers are going to get up to the top of that hill, I think. I mean, they might take some more casualties, but they're doing great. But there's the overall view. I'll get Greg's view from over here. And we'll see what happens. I really got to make some kind of impact with the King Tiger and the Panther. I think they've just shot a couple infantry. Nothing exciting. But we'll see. Greg's artillery it's starting to wake up, but it should have killed a lot more guys than it already has. We'll see what happens. If I can secure this last line. Alright, going to turn 4. We'll see it. Look at German artillery. Just blam! Land in the middle of an infantry squad up there. Took out one of the officers, adjutants, and 4 other guys in that squad. They needed a desperation morale, and they made it. So there's a shitload of pins up there. The Rangers did a great job jumping over the wall and wearing out these. There's only like 2 or 3 of these guys left. They made their desperation morale too. So, woo! All right, turn 4. We'll continue. Next dice out of the bag was a German mortar that already had a 5 and a 6 to hit, already zeroed in. So it landed around right on top of what was left of those bastards, and they're gone now. 2 fucking direct hits. That poor officer is back there going, I was just coming down to help these bastards. And, yeah, they're vaporized. So, Greg's up next, but that's been insane so far coming to this turn. Turn 4 is nuts. We're going live to the fucking firing squad. I rushed these fucking Germans forward to try to kill a bazooka team, and they hit like 8 times and then rolled all 1s and 2s, so the bazooka team matrixed out of there. So they're going to be going home from Nam here in a minute.
How many dice?
Greg's about to roll 8, 12, 14 dice. 14 dice into these fuckers. I'm gonna listen to their death. Ooh, ooh, what? There it goes.
What hits?
3, 4, 5s, and 6s. There's only like 5 of them, so.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hits.
Alright, roll 7s. They're regular, so it's 4, 5, and 6s kill. Come on, baby, you can live. I don't know what to do the rest of this turn. It's getting.
What hits?
4, 5s, and 6s.
Oh man, 3, 4, 5 kills.
Jesus. Bye-bye. They're all gone. Alright, American squad opens
5
up and kills them. That's the end of them. They got to watch that live.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, they're done. Bye-bye. See ya. Turn 4 continues. German armor pushing forward after the Pershing fucking decided to put a round right through my sniper team's face. Blew them to fucking hell. King Tiger ran up. She killed 2 engineers, but no, fuck you. You did not. Superstar medic brings him back to life. Fucking defibrillated his ass. He's still there. They just lost 1 guy. Panther's moving up too, along with 2 Panzerschrecks, but I don't know if I got enough ponies left to get to the top of the hill. I don't know. I just don't know. The Americans are still holding pretty serious up there, and now the priest is coming down the hill to fuck some people up. Alright, well, continue to turn 4. Let's turn 4. No way we're getting to turn anything else. We'll do 1 more turn, but at least tonight we'll fucking figure something out. The Americans still holding hard. Rangers reinforced, and they've kind of swung the turn, and the rest of these guys have filled in nicely. Sarley the priest coming down the hill. A lot of artillery hits early on for me, but I kind of faded out like a turd. You saw where the Pershing took out my sniper guy there. Just wasted him for no reason. Last of the German units, are what's left of them, they're going up the fucking hill to their deaths. I got a couple guys over here, but I don't. The Americans did a good job of knocking us back. We've got like I got a partial squad behind that explosion, and another partial squad, and then an officer squad. But they've all got a lot of pins. I don't know. I don't think I got enough ponies to. I guess it'll depend if my tanks can do anything. And then it's artillery. We'll see what happens. At least my dog's been still barking the whole game. Oh, we'll see. It'll be good. Alright, we'll see you in turn. Is that 4? 5. Roger that. See ya. That probably will signify the end of the game. This fucking here squad fucking ran over the hill, but they forgot to put bullets in their guns. Went head up with the Rangers. They were in 6 inches, so they didn't have to get closing fire. I was all excited. But the Rangers killed every single one of them but one, who just took a gun out and shot himself in the mouth afterwards. And I hit 6 of them, but then I rolled all 1s and 2s and didn't kill a single Ranger. So all of that, I think I scratched one of their shoes. 1 pin marker for the Rangers and total death for my guys. It sucks. You suck, you fucks. German pioneers rushed forward and went head up with the American engineers, and between all the submachine guns and flamethrowers, they melted them. The medic's sitting there. He almost could have brought 3 guys back to life, but then the flamethrower set him all on fire.
Medic is surrendering.
He can run away. Go hand to hand. All right, that was Jesus Christ. So we're gonna see what happens. Bye.
The battle.
The priest, man. They're not just for touching little boys. They fucking just rolled up, fired a 105mm howitzer into those veteran. Those are Waffen SS. My fault. Killed all but 1, and then the guy got. Then he got pissed off with the 50 cal and just fucking just shot the fucking boots off their corpses. They're dead. See ya. 5 or 6?
Huh?
Turn 5 or turn 6?
Turn 5.
Turn 5's over.
I'm in 6.
God, turn something's over.
Turn 6.
Total failure with tanks. They all ran up and missed each other. It's terrible. Even the bazookas up there shot. Where the fuck the bazookas? They missed. They got pins. They hit and didn't penetrate. Greg freaked out, and his officer attacked the fucking King Tiger. Didn't kill it. His sniper ran up and tried the A-gunner has a shotgun on his shoulder. So they fired a shotgun and a rifle at this guy and missed. Greg was going to attack with the medic, but the Geneva Convention said he couldn't do it. They almost picked the mortar tube up and tried to bash the guy's head in. But we're going to call it a game just because we're going brain dead. But
This got ugly.
yeah, Pioneers are still alive. They're pretty good. Rangers are pinned to shit. They got 6 pins on them. Not too many guys left. There's 2 bazooka teams up there. That medic's still cheering them on. My Greg's regular infantry ran out and wore out what was left of my. I got 1 guy left, and he rolled like double 1s to make his desperation morale, so he's still there.
What do you think was eventually going to happen here, though, if anyone played this out all the way?
I don't know.
The tank's going to end up driving up the road clean.
They might
win the map.
It really depends. I mean, we really never figured out the heavy tank stuff. I mean, they could get up there, and then there's still a lot of guns.
They might have got swarmed by infantry.
The priest could have put a round through it. These howitzers, when they come over the top, they could have drilled them direct fire. There's 3 of them.
Infantry might drop grenades down the hatch.
Yeah, mortars could land on them. There's still a lot of guns. My guns would have been ineffective after a while because they can only shoot about 3/4 up the hill. I don't know. It was a fun game, but I would have to say it would have to be a tactical victory for the Americans because we went brain dead and they're still on the hill.
We may run out of turns.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to make it. I really don't. I might be able to finally kill the Pershing. I'll probably lose 1 tank. I'll drive to about there and probably get taken out by something else, and then the rest of my infantry is basically slaughtered.
You're running out of turns when you get top of the hill.
Yeah. Americans did a good delaying action. Saved some P-47s, came in and strafed the rest of my guys and fucking wore them out. But we used about every single rule. We did close combat. We did infantry assaulting tanks. We did flamethrowers. We had direct and indirect artillery. And all kinds of shooting. Every single weapon system you can think of. From I even shot a pistol over there. Greg shot a shotgun.
Infantry charged a tank.
Yeah. We think we did just about everything except for people trying to poison each other. Like an artillery firing point blank range at the people and just turning them into fucking goo.
Roast marshmallows after this.
Yeah. It was the full experience. It was pretty good. All right, well, I will convert all this into a video and put it on YouTube, and yeah. I think we did right with the less a good objective, so less turns. But I still had too many units on the table. But it's too much fun. When I get Greg over here, I want to fucking go fucking crazy. So.
We're out of time.
Yep. But we played for how many hours we play? What time's it now?
God bless.
I can't even tell time anymore. I'm like brain dead. I can't believe we couldn't kill a tank. What time is it? Oh shit, 1:30 in the morning?
6, 7, 8 hours.
8 hours, hardcore. And we did better than last time, went smoother. But
we're going to have to knock us down about 1,000 points. 100.
a lot less next time. But it was fun. Alright, I'll put this in the video. Thanks for watching. I'll get a view from over here.
How many total points was this?
3,600 for the Germans and 2,800 for the Americans.
Oh my god. 6,000 points.
Yeah, ridiculous.
We need to shop it down to 1,200 apiece.
It was nice. I thought I did good when I had a lot less infantry on the board. I mean, a lot less tanks. Only vehicle we lost was the Greyhound on a suicide run. Yeah, I wouldn't have got up the hill.
What are the tournament rules for points?
You can do anything. Most of them are like 1,000 to 1,500 max per side, so 3,000 points.
I think we need to try about 1,250 to 1,500.
I need to get some buildings too. All right, we'll just do a little attack on a little city. Loot just infantry, no vehicles. But Pershing was beautiful. That mortar was tired, so are we. Whew. All right, see you later, guys. So we've reconvened. It's turn 6. First dice out of the bag is a Panther. This is your alternate ending, but he drove forward basically, and he assaulted right through it. The sniper team, the medic, and the mortar team, all of which failed their saves, and now he's moved behind the Pershing after his 90-degree turn, and he's going to shoot. He rolls a 6. And, oh yes, there you go, baby. Destroys the Pershing. So that was a fucking road warrior move by the Panther. He just drove through 3 troops, got behind the Pershing, and destroyed it in one shot. The fun keeps on coming. Alright. We'll finish up the rest of this turn 6 and we'll get back to you. The alternate ending. The alternate universe continues. Well, we're halfway through turn 6 and it's gotten friggin' eventful. German artillery is doing its business. The 152 had a 4 or more to hit the Rangers. Pulled the pin. Friggin' nailed those bastards. But the nice thing was Greg had the medic and a bazooka team right next to him, so ended up frying both of those units. Killed several Rangers that tried to go down, but still they failed their desperation morale, so the Rangers are gone. Medic got killed, and the one bazooka team got blasted, so it was a freaking all-out slaughter. Greg's infantry up there, the intact infantry unit, machine gun down the one left. It was a German veteran grenadier there in the middle, and he got wasted. And then the 50 cal killed the officer and his adjutant, just mowed them down. 88 fired after all that and drilled that squad and killed 2 or 3 of their guys. Put a bunch of pins on them, so they're out in the open. They haven't gone yet. Germans been pulling back with what's left. Now that they are going to have tank superiority, it's going to be a different ball game now. Panzerschreck teams and the officers are moving up. Pioneers haven't gone yet. Sniper team in that last unit have shifted over there to avoid getting in the way. And as the MG42 is set up there at the bottom of the hill, and the King Tiger fired all of its, well, the top machine gun and its bow machine gun, its coaxial machine gun, and killed the last bazooka team was up there. So, turn 6 going well for the old Germans. We'll see what happens next. All the fucking Panther running over all those infantry was awesome. Oh, the Tiger ran over the officers too and did an assault on them, and they failed too. It was like fucking bowling pins. Panther ran over his guys. Tiger ran over his, ground the officer into pieces, and drove up, machine gun down the bazooka team. Beautiful. I will pick up my daughter, but we will continue this epic saga in a few minutes. Alright, see ya. Turn 6. The tank and artillery massacre of 2018. Oh shit! Flak 88 drilled those infantry up there. Took out a couple of them, put some pins on them. They were getting ready to go hand to hand with the last, was one German unit there, but they failed their order test because they got so many pins, so they got stuck there. 152, as I showed earlier, had that ultimate shot on the Rangers and took out the bazooka and the medic and the collateral damage. Rangers, was like 2 or 3 of them left, but they failed the morale. I think it was 2 left. They ended up shooting themselves. They're gone. Sorry, my phone banked. German mortars are getting ready for the final assault. They've moved from their position here onto the bridge, and one's just over the bridge. They'll start lobbing rounds down on the Americans here as the German forces are massing up. They'll be waiting for the tanks to go past them, and then they will advance up the road, I'm sure. So they've got full unit of Pioneers, MG42 team, what's left of 3 men left of a Heer unit, 2 Panzerschrecks, an officer, and a sniper team. It's all they got left from before. And the King Tiger and the Panther both just blood all over their tracks. This guy ran over an officer, and his adjutant crushed them. They dispersed and they failed their check. Machine gun down that bazooka team. This guy ran over everybody. Ran over a sniper team, ran over a medic, and a all-in-one move. And the mortar was just sitting there, had nowhere to go, just got crushed, and then moved behind. Then of course he was able to rotate and get behind the damn Pershing and put a round right up his shit pipe and blew him to hell. Very American tactic of that Panther. It's like a Sherman dropping out a Tiger. These guys executed the last remaining German. Was that unit was right there, just shot him to pieces. That 50 cal put about 16 million bullets into the German officer and his adjutant, and killed them. Priest is moving up for the assault that's going to be coming down the road. First 105 rotated so he can bring his guns to bear on this side when they start assaulting. So did the second 105, went into ambush. Mortarman just sat there, and this guy moved over to the right a little bit to get more into range. So he'll be ready to fire next turn. Very small units left. But we're going to turn 7 now. We'll see what happens. Alright, see ya. Turn 7 was all about the German steel. Didn't shoot anything, just deflecting stuff. King Tiger moved up. Priest, when it came out of ambush, fired. Doink! Bounced off. 105 up on the ridge. Fired. Doink! Bounced off. I think the other 105 fired too and bounced off too. So all 3 105s bounced off. Mortar can't see anything yet, so he's got his forward observers running down the hill. These guys went into ambush. 50 cal rotated so he could bring his guns to bear as the troops come up. These guys are able to pass their morale and get down here, and they shed one pin, but they're ready to engage the Germans when they come up top. Pioneers went up and punched up in cover behind the King Tiger. The rest of the Germans are massing up, and then the Panther's trying to clear away from all the destruction. It's moving up to catch up. Last one of the German mortars moved into position, and then the artillery zeroing in has begun. 81 millimeter mortar, 152, and the 88 all fired indirect on the ridge. They all missed, but they're 5s or 6s next turn, so they are zeroing in. And I really don't know if the Americans can even penetrate, especially if I don't think they'll be able to penetrate the Tiger, the King Tiger. It's going to be ugly. All right, we'll see you next turn. Turn 8 coming your way, motherfucker! I don't know if they're going to make it. Turn 8. Germans massed up. Might be dicking around too much. They were waiting for the Panther. The Tiger did loose a round off, though, after the first shot was the Priest and nailed the Tiger but didn't penetrate. Then American artillery piece fired, nailed the Tiger, didn't penetrate. The other 105 fired and missed everything. Panther moved up. A bunch of American stuff went into ambush. King Tiger fired and nailed the Priest, blew it to shit. Germans started moving up behind the King Tiger. Both mortars fired and missed, but zeroing in on this infantry unit up here. I can tell everyone did miss. The 88 also fired on that infantry unit and missed. 152 nailed them. They had to come out of ambush and went down. They lost 2 guys, and they've got I think 5 pins. Yeah, 5 pins. The other U.S. mortar guy, the forward observer, has finally got in position now, so he's up there. I'm not sure what he can see. Let's see what he can see. He should be able to see everything. He might be able to rain down death now. Yeah, he can see the world. So we'll start seeing more mortar fire from the U.S. They've been firing because they didn't know he viz. So that could be a good move. And the 50 cal, there's an ambush. But that was turn 8, so it's 9 and 10, and that's it. So they have 2 turns. I don't think there's enough inches left to get there. I think we're still going to have a tactical victory for the Americans. But body count's getting the Americans are down to shit. They're down to jack shit nothing. All right, we'll see ya. I'd like to be those poor bastards. Panther first dice out of the bag on turn 9. These guys are in ambush. Panther went 4-wheel drive on them. Locked down the hubs. It's going to run them over with the assault move. That's going to be shit. Alright, we'll do some dice rolling, but oh. Brutal. We're going to be greasing those tank treads here in a minute. Alright, that was the first one. We'll see you. That about explains it all. They failed their morale check. Panther runs them over. Then the Panther fired all 12 shots at the 50 cal in hardened cover, but got enough bullets through to wipe it out. So Americans are getting down to about nothing. It might be time to friggin' run. They're going to try to hold out just for the tactical victory, because they know in real war it's all about getting to turn 10. I guess it would be like holding out as long as possible until there's a B-25 strike or a P-47 rocket strike on this hill. But these guys are they're down to shit. Priest guys are barbecuing. They're having a luau inside of. They're all dead. Pershing crew's burned up. Greyhound's burned up. Body parts all over this hill. This is the first guy. The artillery shells are already in the air coming for these guys. They're gonna get. Oh. Let's get a last picture of these guys. What's up, man? What are you doing? What you gonna be doing tomorrow? Probably getting blown to shit. All right, man. That's awesome. All right, we'll see you. And turn 9 ends. The Panther crushed those guys and killed the machine gunner. The King Tiger moved up the hill after it took 2 shots from the 105s. They both missed. They both hit. One hit, one miss. Sorry, that's right. Mortar round landed down here but missed, but they moved, so there's no zero in on it. King Tiger fired all of its machine guns and killed, I think, one more of those guys that were there, but it didn't really matter because then the typical, with the countdown running, the 152 landed around right in the middle of them, and they went down, but they had already had 6 pins before the round landed, and then their suicide and everything else was just, they just all, they're out, man, they went on vacation, they're like, fuck this, and they just walked off the battlefield. That guy's like, where the hell is everybody, man? I'm on my phone, but nobody's answering. So the Americans have a spotter, an 81, 2 105s, and that's it. The Trail of the Pioneers might actually win this game. They did the 1-inch roll and they ran, and they might make it with a unit up there in turn 10. We shall see. It could be a climactic victory here for the Germans. I didn't even think about the 1-inch roll and just be able to have you get some extra landscape. Too bad they're not in a 10-man squad and they've got too many of these doubled up units. I should have singled them out with a flamethrower team and the machine gun team. Oh, we'll see. But also the German mortars moved up they ran up there and put into position there, so they're in position where they can actually hit stuff now, but it'll be indirect fire. Last turn coming up. It's the epic battle. Both these guns will be not firing because all they can hit is their own people. They could maybe, I think they might be able to hit that bastard. Might be fun to destroy that guy. Oh, don't shoot at me. Oh, I didn't pay my phone bill yet. Oh. That's what I love about bolt action. Unexpected victories, man. Unexpected heroes. Right down there. German sniper team just fucking shot this forward observer right in the face. The Panther and the Tiger both advanced and basically moved up here to block the 105s from shooting the infantry. You can't see them right now, so they just said fuck it, tried to blow up both tanks, and they both hit. They put a pin on both of them, but they did not penetrate. So they didn't even everything's fired. So the German mortar won't even be able to do shit because he can't see a gosh darn thing. And their forward observer, they're just about to pull the trigger. He just got his face blown off. Oh, and there you have it. NCO planting the flag in Mount Suribachi. It's all over. Turn 10 finishes with woo. These 3 American units left, but the Germans, objective achieved. Tactical victory. Flamethrower gets up here. Machine gunner, NCO. Rest of the squad coming up the ridge. We got a bunch of dudes coming behind them. Panther sitting there ready to fucking crush some people. And then all the buddies coming up the hill behind them. Mortars tried to put some rounds up top but missed. Sniper, MVP. Machine gun even toting that up the hill. Officers right here. Not too far behind. You got to be proud of him. He wasn't playing on Xbox, hanging out. 2 Panzerschrecks. I think one of them even fired a rocket this turn. It was this game. Killed a Greyhound. And the big boys back there were just, they were already cracking beers open because everything was out of range. They started the party, the beach party. They're out swimming in the waters. That stretch roll was it. All right. And that's a victory for, tactical victory for the fatherland. Oh, shit. I can't believe I made it. That stretch roll is nice with the 1-inch. They got to there. King Tiger wasn't shooting a lot of things at the end. Probably underwhelmed, but man, he took a lot of fucking hits. At least 8 105 hits, several from the Pershing. I think it took a mortar round bounced off it. So it lived up to the expectations. Panther took a hit from the Pershing. I think that was about it. 105, so it did its job. It killed the Pershing. They both machine gunned down a lot of infantry. Their main guns didn't do too much. I guess the Pershing, well, I'll shut up. The Pershing was a great kill, and then he took out the priest. And overall, fantastic game. a lot of points. We got to condense it to one. I'll cut it down to 1,200 points, but I just wanted to have a. I made this hill just for fun. It's good stuff. I'm glad I did 10 turns because I took exactly that to get dudes up into this highest level. But it took a big combined arms effort. Sweet. Love this game, baby. Next up, I'll get a small town going. Let's have a 1,250 point match probably. I'll pick this hill up and put a town down here. See how much damage got done to. See how thick this bitch is? That's a pretty big hill. It's a lot of styrofoam and drywall putty. Yeah, it's pretty cheap shit. You can do a lot of stuff with it. And some popsicles in there, or tongue blades, popsicle sticks. But it ended up being a great game. Enjoyed the hell out of it. Greg did awesome. Had a bit of a got after 8 hours last night. The night before his brain started melting, but we achieved what we wanted to. And just like in real war, there's no winners. Everybody fucking died. I'm sure about 10 seconds later, American air power came over and leveled the entire fucking place. So the priest, it's dead. All right. Great game. Love these artillery pieces. They did great. 88. If I would have killed the Pershing on that first shot, I would have been thrilled. But, phenomenal game. All right. We'll see you next time. I'll have to get some buildings. I want to get 3 or 4 buildings in a church. All right. See ya.